why domestic violence is happening.
We hold ourselves.
No,
we hold ourselves.
it's not.
We hold ourselves in a way that you will never understand.
If there is a
Not to
tap,
you, everyone in society.
if there's a tap, if this roof is
This girl,
leaking, yeah, and
you're
there's a
crazy,
bucket on the
bro.
floor and water falls into it, the minute you collect that bucket from there and go and put it in the sink, the bucket is empty again. But if you let that water fall and fall and fall and the bucket fills up, what happens? It will start to overflow. That's what domestic violence is. You hold your emotions, you hone it in till you can't control, then you explode. If you talk...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No. What are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? What has that got to do with anything? Because what if I've just got a short temper, yeah, and the bucket overflows with one drop because I just want to box you in the mouth? Like, why do people think that violent behavior is a reaction to loads and loads and loads and loads of things? Brother, you could just say one thing and I just box you in the mouth because you're just annoying. You know that? Like, bro, every violent instance in life, yeah, is individual. Everybody's temperament is individual. Some people can take loads of abuse. Some people can't. Do you know what I'm saying? So to make a blanket statement, yeah, that domestic violence happens because there's loads and loads of drips and then eventually it overflows. It's like, how do you know that's what happened? How do you know? How do you know that? You know what I'm saying? I know certain people, yeah, they're so emotional. You can say one thing to them and you're fighting straight away, blood. You just met them. You just met them. Ain't got nothing to do with no repeated or anything like that, bro. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, yeah, that if you just keep winding them up, they'll walk away, bro. Like, every situation is individual. The only thing that these things have in common is a lot of the time, yeah, men that get angry and they lash out, it's because they're in their feminine energy. They don't know how to process their emotions. Because it's all right to feel like you want to hit someone, but actually not being able to stop yourself from doing it is a completely different story, bro. Because if I hit everyone I felt like hitting, bro, I wouldn't be on this side of the prison bars. Because, bro, I feel like wanting to knock someone out on a daily basis, whether it's just someone that maybe infiltrates my chat on YouTube or somebody that flipping driving like a flipping maniac on the road. Bro, I want to punch people up every day of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Having emotions is very, very normal, bro. Acting upon your emotions is something completely different.
Every single time something happens, you
know
be
what,
better.
you know what happens with that? After a period of time,
No, you wouldn't.
if it's not physically, it's spitefulness.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If it's not spitefulness, it's wickedness.
Those are emotions that you are honing in yourself,
It's like hone it.
and
They don't even hone it.
killing
They be
you.
planning it over a
It's
period
not-
of time.
it's not no one
because
else's
of your
fault.
actions. You don't even see it. Because with the way we are as men, we're not like you.
Yeah, we're not like them.
We are just not
You
like you.
choose
understand.
not to be.
No, we don't choose not to be. Men do not choose to not be like women, bro. We are innately very, very different. We have a different hormonal balance in our bodies, which dictate how we tend to react in certain situations. A lot of these guys that are really feminine is because they've been conditioned to be feminine by women. However, they still have masculine tendencies. They still have the testosterone. So what happens is you get a hybrid. You get a physically strong female. That's what you get. And a lot of these brothers are females by nurture and males by nature. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. And these are the ones that put hands on women. Those guys. Those are the guys that put hands on women. You know what I'm saying? So you need to watch out for them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been socialized to be women and to emote like women, but they have the physical strength of men.
Choose.
You
How
choose.
can we choose
Because
that?
you choose. Shut up, man.
Hey, ow!
Who's holding you from expressing yourself?
Oh, we just said something.
Nature is holding us, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying. Bruv, what's wrong with this girl?
You come back saying that again.
We just need
That's
to
girls.
We need to create a safe space for men to express their emotions.
No, we don't. No, we do not, bruv.
That's it. Can I ask you a question? How do we do that? How do we do that? With this safe space thing, yeah? The safest person, apart from your mum and your sisters, obviously.
That's just
that,
some people don't have that.
no, that's why I want to ask you, because you said you wouldn't talk to your girlfriend or you wouldn't talk to your woman, yeah?
About certain things.
That is weighing on you, right?
No, I wouldn't cry. I could speak about.
But let's say your wife is the most safest person that you've chosen in your life, right? Because you've decided to marry this woman.
Yeah.
No. Listen, marriage is a business. So when you marry a woman, a business decision, isn't it? The woman that you want to raise your children, that's the decision that you make. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have to be everything. She can't be everything. You shouldn't expect her to be everything. So no, like, this is not what I chose you for. I'm not going to marry you because I feel like I can cry to you, bruv. No, I'm making that decision based on my legacy, bro. Like, what woman do I think is the right woman to raise my family? You know what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with me crying to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to think outside of yourself when you're making these kind of decisions, bro.
Shouldn't, between the two of you, everything be laid out flat on the table? Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, because this is someone you chose, you went and took an oath before God. You shouldn't be holding things from your wife. If you need to cry, you should be able to.
I hear it.
Because that's the person if you don't want to do girlfriend, that's all, whatever, that's different. I'm talking about wife, the person you've chosen.
I think in an extreme scenario, then I probably would, in extreme scenario.
Exactly. In extreme scenarios. If your best friend gets shot or something like that, cool. You know what I mean? Your gal is allowed to see you break down in situations like that. Your gal's not allowed to see you cry, you know what I'm saying, over trivial small things. If something crazy happens, you're a human being, of course. But for the most part, yeah, even when things are not going well, as a man, they still expect you to hold it down. When the Titanic was sinking, bro, man, them was still on the top deck playing music as the shit was sinking, bro. People were getting into the lifeboats. Everyone was panicking, and the man then was still on the violin, just playing the music like nothing happened. That's what being a man is, bro. You could be in the middle of chaos, bro. You need to stay calm, bro. Because your woman would want that. She's the one that needs to be screaming and being frantic. You're supposed to be the level head. You're supposed to be the one that balances it. Men and women are supposed to balance each other out. They're the emotional ones. You can't have two women in a relationship, bro. Doesn't work.
But I also believe that part of me being
even amongst women, there's always one that's the man, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, two feminine things do not date each other. You just don't see it, bruv.
Husband is that she chose a leader and someone that's going to be strong in times of crisis, someone that she can trust in his leadership no matter what. And sometimes that means that you have to take, like, for men, like, it just means that you have to go through things. And I
can't cry. We just go have you have to go on autopilot. Literally.
That's right. You just have to get it done, bro. Autopilot. That's what he said. Like the brother said, yo, I'm still gonna have to get up and go to work tomorrow.
I'm not saying, and I said it again, I'm not saying I won't cry. I'm fortunate enough to have some person I could cry to, but if any of my boys cry to me, I'm never going to lose respect for him. The one thing I am going to become concerned about is his mental health, because I know he never cries to me. My men never cry. And if you've ever seen your boy cry, you start worrying about, like, suicide and all manner of things, because you know that men don't really, that's not what happens. Yeah.
Exactly. It's out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? So if you saw your brother actually breaking down and he looked like, yo, you're thinking in your head, the fact that he's got to this point, how far along is he, bro? Should I be worried about him? You know what I mean? But I ain't seen none of my brethren crying, just breaking down like that. That doesn't mean they haven't been through stuff. But, bro, we get through things. You know them ones. The man them have been through all sorts, bro. What you think? What the man them have had like friends that have been killed. You know what I mean? Man have gone through breakups. They've probably gone through flipping losses of babies and all these other things, miscarriages and all that. Man, them have been through all that. You know what I mean? But guess what? Man, them are not fucking crying to each other. But we know that man, them have been through shit, bro, because we all live the same life. You know them way there. But we understand that we go through shit. And we're not going to be surprised when we find out that man are going through shit. But what I don't expect my brethren to do is just come up to me and just be crying for no reason. Because I'm like, brother, you okay? Are you actually okay? You know what I'm saying? Because, brother, you know what I mean? That's not to say these men ain't gone through shit on their own. But when they're coming to me and crying, I know that, yo, this is code red now. You get me? Because it's not normal. And we shouldn't normalize it either, bro. You know what I mean? Because when you start teaching men to emote like women, you get into a very dangerous territory where we're now telling men, you know what? You're allowed to act on how you feel. So if she says something that's not nice to you, you're allowed to punch her in the mouth. Because that's what you're effectively doing. When you're telling men to emote like women, you're giving them the license to, all right, cool. Well, when you just don't feel good, you can just get up and do stuff. Because that's what girls do. You know what I'm saying? Girls are upset, so they're going to mash up your car, bust your windows, throw your clothes outside. Because that's what girls do. When they get upset, they do spiteful things. You know what I mean? So when you start telling men that it's all right to emote like women, yeah, you know what kind of world you're trying to make?
Cool. No, man, I got a situation. Cool. Yeah, I got a situation. So obviously, not too long ago, I was incarcerated. Boom. My silly that I was with now must have lost his child, and he started crying, and I didn't know how to react to him at first. I was like, raw. I don't see him cry. He's a gangster. He don't cry, but he's lost his son.
There you go.
And he started crying in front of me, and I had to hug him. And I don't hug people, to be honest. I don't hug people. I don't even get physical with men like that. That's fucked. But I had to hug him. You get it? That's a safe place.
There you go. And look what had to happen.
Yeah, I enabled him to cry in front of me. And bro, you're allowed. Cry, bro. Express that. You just lost a child, bro. The fuck? Cry.
Just what?
Sorry, I can't take P-Wave seriously when he talks like
Miss Cookie, you know. Fuck me, bro. Like, save some for us. You know them way there. Save some cookies for us. We like cookies, don't we, man? Them. We like cookies. You know, we're actually going to eat all the cookies.
this. This is a really sad matter, and I'm really sorry. But man was angry. Man was crying, bro. Man had to argue, bro. Like, you can't be that aggressive when you're explaining the sad scenario. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
I'll just.
Bro, these big things always trying to be funny, bro.